live from Cabo, Mexico. You're listening to The Morning Ride with Jody Lee.
Hey everybody, this is Scotty Alexander, and you're listening to my buddy, not always the sanest person in the room, but nonetheless, my friend Jody Lee on The Morning Ride.
Live from the Rockstar Ranch at Texas Homegrown Studios, it's The Morning Ride.
Nope, this is the first I've heard of it.
Come on. What?
Hey everybody, this is Ray Wiley Hubbard, and you're on The Morning Ride with the one and only Jody Lee.
I know that, dude. It's a household name.
Oh, yeah.
I just remembered I switched to microphone.
Real trap shit.
Have to get used to that. Welcome back in. It is The Morning Ride right here on Texas Homegrown Radio. Live from
the Texas Homegrown Studios.
There you go. Now we're on NSYNC. Not the band, but
Back streets back. All right. No, that's different thing.
that's the same. It's the same. Kind of the same thing. I mean, it's different, but it's not. You think they, I feel like a lot of those bands back in the 90s really got ripped off on their record deals. Like, I know that, like, TLC, they, like, got ripped off.
Oh, yeah.
Like, they didn't make hardly anything.
Yep.
But if you think about it, like, people sign these deals and then they complain about it later. But I'm like, you still probably have more money than you would have had. And at least people know who you are.
It's true.
So, I mean, it's not that bad. I mean, maybe for Milli Vanilli. I watched the story about Milli Vanilli. They have to be pissed off, though, like nowadays, because people are making money lip-syncing on TikTok. And they lost everything for lip-syncing. You know what happened? I didn't know the whole story about it, and I watched it. So there was this guy. He was a producer over in Germany, right? And he had been a musician, and he got close before, but never made it, so he became a producer. And he had these guys that were really good, but they didn't have the look. They're like these older guys. And so then he found the Milli Vanilli guys. They were like modeling and singing, and he put them together and told them that he was going to record them and give them this record deal. And they were all excited because they actually sang. But he didn't use their voices on the thing, and the contract they signed said they had to go along with it. So they signed this contract without reading it. And so, but no one thought it was going to be like explode like it did. And then they had like these. So one guy, he replaced with another guy, but there still wasn't Milli Vanilli that was singing on the tracks, right? He had these older guys. And Milli Vanilli got mad because they wanted to record their own music. They're like, we just want to do our own music, man. And so they were going to tell. And that's whenever he leaked it that they had been lip syncing. There was already rumors. And so he basically ruined their career so that they couldn't tell on him for what he did, but it all came out anyway.
You're kidding.
Yeah. But if they wouldn't have got greedy, if they wouldn't have said they were going to tell because they want to do their own music, he would have just kept doing it and they would have kept making money. But they wanted to do their own music. It wasn't fair.
I don't blame them, man. I don't want to be a monkey up on stage.
But he tricked them into it.
It's pretty funny.
But they went along with it at the first, so, I mean.
It's kind of funny, but it's pretty messed up. Like he really did kind of like screw him on that deal.
Yeah. He tricked him into it. And like once they did it, he had them, So he took guys that had the sound and then guys that had the look and put them together and made superstars. Milli Vanilli.
You know what Willie would say about that, right? They're calling us heathens. Zero respect for the law.
You know what? We should lip sync Willie and call it Willie Vanilli. Willie Vanilli. New group coming soon. Willie Vanilli.
Just AI it.
Yeah, just Willie Vanilli. Two guys with braids like Willie.
Oh
They're like, I didn't know there was two Willies. They're his illegitimate sons, along with the other 50 people that claim it. There's a lot of people that claim to be kin to Willie Nelson.
I know.
So I had this guy one time. I had the FM station come in, and he swore to me, that he was the illegitimate son of Willie Nelson. And he looked just like Willie Nelson. Sang just like Willie Nelson, like more than Willie's son. Like, what's the guy?
Lucas?
Lucas. He sounded more like Willie than Lucas did. This guy, right?
Wow.
And this guy didn't have a pot to piss in. He was living out of his truck. You know, he a little shady kind of character, you know. But he looked just like Willie Nelson. And he came in the radio station all the time, and he kept telling me, I'm Willie's son, I'm Willie's son. And he wrote some really good songs. Like, he wrote cowboy songs. He'd play them for me. And I'm like, this guy's full of it, you know. And everybody's like, he's crazy. Like, you should stay away from this guy. He's delusional. So then he shows me. So he is the illegitimate son of Willie Nelson because he had a letter. He showed me this letter. And he had a check from Willie Nelson from the state. They basically paid him to go away.
Really?
Yeah. And he said, but I'm still not mad at him. He said, because at least he acknowledged that he was actually his.
So there's like a certificate. He's got so many illegitimate kids that there's like certificates that he passes out with checks.
It was like a sorry, I didn't know you existed kind of letter. And then here's a check. Like, he had pictures of it, right? So I kind of believed the dude.
How much was he worth to Willie? What did he send him?
It wasn't very much.
Like, here's $2,500 bucks.
Yeah, it wasn't very much.
Here's a couple months worth.
But I
of
think the
child
guy
support.
just wanted him to say, "Hey, yeah, you're," you know.
What happened to him?
But I don't know. He was around town for a while, and I'd saved my aluminum cans for it. He liked to cash in aluminum cans, so he'd come by and pick up all of the cans. Like when we had stuff out here, people would, you know, smash all their cans and everything.
Oh yeah.
And so I'd save them and give them to that dude. Or if we had events for the radio and we handed out drinks or whatever, you know, we'd save the cans and give them to that guy. So, like, but I don't know what happened to him. He just disappeared.
That's so weird.
He was on the road again, I guess.
He's actually Colton Hawkins. He's hiding, disguised as Colton Hawkins.
He actually reminded me a lot of Colton Hawkins.
I talked to him the other day. Talked about coming out here, man. He might come in and record some stuff.
Oh, Lord. That'd be fun.
Get old Joey Dvork out, too, huh?
But I never thought about that. He did remind me a lot of Colton. But he looked more like Willie, but acted a lot like Colton. Had same kind of stories.
That boy was wild. Of course, he might be kin to Wild Will, you know?
That's very possible.
He kind of reminds me of Wild Will, too, huh?
Very possible. Well, you gonna play us a tune this morning?
What about this one? Whiskey River, take my mind. Don't let a memory torture me. Whiskey River, don't run dry. You're all I got, take care of me. Whiskey River, take my mind. Don't let a memory torture me. Whiskey River, don't run dry. You're all I got, take care of me. I'm drowning in a whiskey river, bathing my memory's mind in the wetness of its soul. Feeling the amber current running through my mind and leaving the heart you left so cold. Whiskey River, take my mind, but don't let a memory torture me. Whiskey River, don't run dry. You're all I got, take care of me.
He hadn't done that in a long time.
It's been a minute now.
We hadn't done it at the show either.
No, not since White Elephant last
Yeah.
time full band.
People love that song.
No, man, it's
They
a
go
great
crazy.
one. It's a great
when you
song.
play that one, or if you play The Only Hell Mama Ever Raised.
Oh, yeah.
Man, that makes rednecks go crazy.
Yeah, between that, I feel like any Johnny Paycheck will lighten up the room. You'll know if you got rednecks. You play that and you hear, woo!
Yeah, Merle's kind of in between, like, because everybody likes Merle. But when you know you got true rednecks when you play Johnny Paycheck, 'cause they go nuts.
Especially Take This Job and Shove It.
Oh, man.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
It
I used
just
to do that one, but I never did it right.
blows me
so I
up.
quit doing it.
Like almost 100 years later.
I thought,
And that song comes on and everybody still throws their hat up in there.
I used to do that song, but then you made me realize, like, if you can't do it right, don't do it. And I never could do it right. So
I liked how you did. I liked your version of Take This Job and Shove It.
But it needs that. You got to have that bass part in there.
Yeah. It's true.
It's not right without that.
It does need it.
There's certain songs it's hard to do.
If you're not
acoustic.
going to do the sig
Yeah.
lick
Yeah.
or have that special part in
Yeah,
there.
it's not the same. Like, you can do it, but it's not the same.
I've abandoned quite a few songs. So I'm like, it's just really don't fit me.
There's just certain songs that are full band songs. You
Yep.
just can't do acoustic.
Exactly.
You can't do it right.
Tell you what.
And people request those, and you're like, man, it's not gonna be good. You know?
It's like when people ask me to do Tennessee Whiskey. I'm
Yeah.
like, come on, man. Like, you want the George Jones version? Maybe.
or a song that maybe like the main instrument's a piano. Like, those are hard to do on acoustic guitar. You know what I mean? Like,
oh yeah. Well, it's like one time we
like Mickey Gilley songs. You can't do those on a guitar. What?
Do you remember when we played what was that place called, man? Was with that when we were out with Joey Dvorak and we showed up Hazel.
Oh,
We
God.
showed up. That guy had the whole place. It was all his buddies up.
That was.
But we had that drunk chick that walked up to the stage and she's asked us to play all kinds of weird. She asked us to play WAP.
Yeah.
I'm like,
all these rap songs.
What?
But
She's like, but
she's the one that got on stage.
do
wasn't
you,
she?
yeah. She's like, do you know any? What was that other one she requested?
It was there was one she just kept on and kept on.
What was it, man?
I don't know. It was like Beyonce or something.
I'm
I
like,
think.
we're not gonna do
What?
that.
Where do you?
It
talk?
was like,
Yeah.
And she's like, if you do that,
Yeah.
this whole place will go crazy.
You play all the single ladies? All the
single ladies, all single ladies, all single ladies, all single ladies, all single ladies.
Yeah, I'm like, no, thank you.
It's gonna be
Sorry.
great. Yeah.
How about some Waylon?
that happened?
Yeah. Did you say Waylon Jennings? Okay, got you.
Oh yeah, Waylon Jennings,
Yeah.
no problem. She's like, guys, that Beyonce. Oh yeah, it is Beyonce.
Here's some Waylon for all the single ladies. This one's for Amanda. She can't get a date for nothing. Oh gosh, yeah, it's funny. It's funny the things that people ask at shows. Like the stockyards is always where you get the weirdest to me.
Well, it seems like
The tourists,
the places where you expect to get cover requests, they always want our originals.
Yeah.
And the place where we're thinking they're gonna like originals, they want cover requests.
Yeah, you never know.
So
But stockyards is where you get all the girls that are having their bachelorette parties, and they were like, just want weird things. Like, although lately we've been getting people wanting originals there a lot. So, like you say, it's been different. It's kind of weird.
flip flop.
Yeah, it's flippy flopped.
I like it.
Flippity flopped.
That last deal we played down at in the stockyards with
Gail.
With Gail was cool, man. It was really cool for her to come down here and hang out with
Yeah,
us.
and then Davis Brothers showed up, and started stomping everywhere on the stage. Like
Yeah.
I was like, what?
They just came out.
People
of
are
nowhere.
like, what's going on?
Yep, they just came out of nowhere.
And they started stomping and playing.
Yep.
That's a shocker. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they just came through the back door and started playing.
They didn't even
They didn't
get
plug
on a
in.
microphone, nothing. They just yelled it. It's cool.
So, what was it? Turnpike they were doing?
Yeah. Illinois River.
Yeah.
Illinois River, get half a day off with pay. Old towboat picking up barges on a long hot summer day.
Yeah. I was back there singing the deep part. They need a deeper guy too. I think they need like one more guy with a deep voice for their harmonies.
Oh yeah, like get some Statler
They
Brothers
need like
feels.
yeah. Ah man, speaking of, did you see the Oak Ridge boy guy died yesterday? The little guy that did Elvira.
Really?
Yeah.
The
Yeah, he passed away yesterday. No, not the deep guy. The little guy. The main guy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he passed away yesterday. Sad.
Smoking cigarettes and watching Captain Kangaroo. Don't tell me I have nothing to do.
I love
know
that song, but people now be
know
like,
it's not
"What's
the Oak-
Captain?
I
What's
know-
Captain Kangaroo?"
No joke. I know it's not the Oak Ridge.
That was a
Boys,
Statler. That was
but-
Statler Brothers.
I know it. I know it is. I know it. But I love that song.
Those guys, they always got confused though. Like there was a bunch of them back then. There was the Gatlin Brothers, the Statler Brothers, the Oak Ridge Boys. There was a bunch of like groups. But I'm like, those guys. Yeah, you have to be automatically a big act.
Right.
Like how would you pay people? Like you couldn't do that in Texas because everybody get like $20 a gig. You know what I mean? Like by the time you split it between everybody.
Yeah.
Because those guys didn't even play instruments. They just sang. Like
Wow.
so they had a full band behind them while they did the singing.
Yeah.
Talk about like I mean, so you would have to start out as a major act. There's no way you could work your way up
Yeah, you're
as
right.
a group like that because you couldn't afford it.
You're right.
Unless someone was rich and it was just
One of them
unless
owned
you're-
a plumbing company.
Unless you're Hayden Haddock or Parker McCollum, I mean, then you could afford to have as many singers you want. But I mean, most of the time, guys wouldn't make it.
Daddy's got real expensive alligator boots.
Daddy's money. We should redo that song.
Oh, God.
They got daddy's money. Made it while mama's out. No. Yeah. You don't want to say looks. They got their daddy's. What was that? Did you hear that?
I'm not sure I understand.
Shut up.
What is that?
Go away, Google.
What is that?
Wiretap.
What the hell is that? Did you put that in here?
Okay, Google. What the hell are you?
Why did you put that in here?
Assistant, how can I help you?
Why is that in here? Why is that in here?
I use it.
Why is that in here?
Because I use it.
Why?
Check mixes.
I was made to help you.
That has got to freaking go today.
You done screwed it up, robot.
Why would you bring the government into our building?
You think that's the government? It could be wiretap.
Yes. Why would you bring that in here?
It's been here forever.
It's messing up the morning show already.
How did you not know it was there? It's been here forever.
Because it didn't talk.
It's been here for like 6 months.
It didn't talk. It was. I thought it was an air freshener. I thought it was like one of those Glade.
forever,
I thought it was
bro.
no, it has not.
Yes, it has.
I thought it was one of those Glade things that like puts out air. It's been listening to me this whole time.
Oh, man. Yeah. Apparently so.
Crap. I gotta go. Black SUVs are gonna be here soon.
Oh, crap. It's the chopper.
I gotta go hide. Can't believe that's there. We're gonna take a break. I gotta go. I gotta go change my address and stuff. We'll be back with more. It's the morning ride.